that.
Woo! Good God Almighty!
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bubbleful Bassin', and today we're going to be making screwy lock football jig heads. It's one of our favorite versatile baits to fish at any time of the year. But with that being said, don't forget I have a Mystery Tackle Box Elite giveaway going on. I have changed the rule of it. I did tell y'all 200 likes, but I'm lowering it to 100 likes, then I'll give it away. So if y'all want to see this unboxing, if you haven't seen it yet, go to the right corner and go check it out. We're still waiting for the Venom package stuff to get here so we can unbox that thing and get that giveaway rolling. That's the mega giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I appreciate that everybody's patient and waiting for that, but we're about to get right into this video, so stay tuned and let's get it. This mold has 7 different head sizes: a 5/8, a 1/2 ounce, a 3/8, 1/4, 1/8, and 1/16. And then you also need a Hotpot too. It's like a smelting pot that you can actually melt all your lead with. And right now I'm getting all the impurities out of the lead. This is just standard lead that I use from like saltwater weights or jig heads and stuff that's not painted. I wouldn't advise to melt the painted ones because it makes a toxic smoke. So I don't know if y'all noticed that I had my mold sitting on the hot pot. When it's heating up, the mold gets hot too, so it makes the lead not stick to the mold as much, so when you go to take it out, it doesn't get stuck. Another component that you need, these are like $8 for 100 of them. It's the screw lock. This is what the head of the worm screws to, and then the hook point is what makes it a full Texas rig. This is a special hook you need for the mold. This is a Mustad 32798 BLN hook. It's got a 60-degree bend on it, and it's called a flat eye hook. The flat eye is what your line ties to and helps stand your jig head up when you pull on it. So if, say if it falls down like this, you pull on it, and it goes just like this and sets up, and put your crawl or worm, whatever you want, sticking straight up. So that's the cool thing about this mold. Also, the football head helps not get stuck in rocks, and you know, it kind of hops over logs and stuff unless you get stuck into that that little Y piece of the stick, you know, that gets stuck like this. Another thing you're going to need is a torch, preferably a push button one. You're going to need a pair of needle nose pliers. I'll explain why you need those in a little bit. I like to use Protect powder paint. This is like $8 for each little canister. And then you need a toaster oven. That's to cook the jig heads for when you want to powder paint these. What we're going to do is we're going to stick the screw lock in the mold here. And what you want to do is you want to stick it in just like that, where that little cleat at the end is sticking into the head. And then you want to take a hook and stick it right up in here just like this. Make sure nothing gets stuck. So when you close it, you want to make sure your hook's sticking out the back and everything closes up nice and tight. See? Everything's nice and tight. Now guys, what I like to do is I like to take one of these clamps and actually clamp this thing shut more, so that way the lead can't escape through the back end. That's just what I like to do. But then you pour right in here just like that, and it should cure instantly. I mean, just see how that is. The reason you need your pliers is I like to take my pliers and get it out of here just like this. So you want to take the sprue, the excess, that's what it's called, a sprue. So what I like to do is bend it off and basically just put it back in there, and then this stuff comes off after time once it gets cold. Like, you can just kind of grab it and put it back in there. See guys, that's what the screw lock looks like when it's done. See how it's got a rough edge here, and you got a little ninny on the eye right here. I take the Dremel tool and I clean all this up, so that way it looks better when it's powder painted. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a few more of these, and then I'm going to show you how to powder paint them. There's some things that I like to do to these things that most people don't. I like to file down the rough edges. It just helps not glop the paint on like I was just talking about. So here we go. For the next step, we're going to get some black powder paint. Y'all can see it's pretty pressed down. What I like to do is I like to take a paper clip and stir this stuff around until it gets like a light powder. So as y'all can see, I've messed up 4 of them. So if you heat this up too fast, watch what happens. If you leave it in the direct fire, it will melt on you. See, look. It melted on me. That's not what you want to do. What I do, guys, is I hold this thing above the flame and I wait for the screw lock to turn red, and then another thing that has to be done, guys, is you got to clean out the eyes for the hooks. Alright guys, so you got to hang your powder painted stuff in the oven for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. While those things are cooking in the toaster oven, this is a good opportunity to show you some venom. So, if you want to get venom and get bit, and this is the color that I like to get venom and get smashed with. If y'all want to see that 7-pounder that I caught, will be linked in the right corner here. This is the Beaver 4-inch Red Bug Better Beaver. This thing is delicious, and I'm going to show y'all how to rig this thing on a screw lock football jig, so stay tuned. Okay, so this is a football jig that I've had before they came out of the oven. What you do is you just take and twist the head of this jig on here just like this. Then you take your hook down here and you half bury it just like a Texas rig. And this is what I got bit on. A 3/8 ounce football head made by me, with a Venom Lures Better Beaver. The color is Red Bug. This is the lure that I caught my 7-pounder with. It's pretty crazy, dude. And what it does is your bait falls down, and when it falls down, you pull your line right here, and it raises it up, and these appendages get kicked up just like this, and it just kind of sits there. And like Shinbone was showing you in that one video, when he moves it, it just kind of hops along. Okay, guys, so the black football heads turned out perfect. But the new coated ones that I was telling you all about, they didn't turn out too well. They got little nannies on top of them and stuff. The color schemes are cool, like that. But you see, they got little nannies on top. I mean, you can still use them, but I'm like really particular about how my stuff looks for some reason. I do like this crazy color though. It's pretty cool. But anyways, if you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button. Hopefully this helped you if you're here to look at that, or if you're just here just to watch one of my videos. That's awesome. Like I said, don't forget about my giveaway going on. The thing will be linked in the right corner at the beginning of the video, of course. So if you're new here, like I said, hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure that bell's turned on. And I'm getting out of here.